Stylistically, man, how does Shakur beat Teo and vice versa? Stylistically, how does Teo beat Shakur?
Stylistically, Teo got to go in and go for broke. He got to go gamble. He got to take some, get some, and that's his only way to win. If he stays outside of boxes, Shakur gonna pick him apart. Shakur's a polished boxer with some of the best feet in the game right now, and he's a defensive-minded fighter, which is very smart. It's hard to hit him. He makes you gamble to hit him, and he's gonna be a tough one to deal with. But if Teofimo is willing to gamble to beat him, then Teofimo can definitely make it a really good fight.
What does Shakur Stevenson specialize at? He's a slickster. He can be negative. I think primarily that's down to the fact as well, he's economical with his shots. He does have bad hands. So I think that doesn't help. Well, of course it doesn't help him, but I think that's one of the reasons why he is so economical, that he is constantly wary about, okay, can my hands handle this next onslaught? If they can, he's a little bit more, he lets the shots go, and he can be a bit more spiteful, like he was against Josh Padley. For the
Shakur Stevenson's sons Teofimo Lopez during heated weigh-in and face-off and immediately asserts control. Lopez comes in loud and overconfident, but Shakur's calm, sharp movements and precise timing make him dominate the encounter. Fans see Stevenson's mental edge and slickness, showing why he's smarter, faster, and mentally superior. Teofimo's bravado can't match Shakur's skill and composure. Teofimo comes out loud and confident, claiming he is untouchable and the best fighter there is. His bravado dominates the moment and forces attention. Shakur Stevenson is in the room, but Teofimo's energy clearly overshadows him. Fans can feel Lopez's intensity and swagger, and it is clear he wants to make Stevenson think twice about this fight.
I think Shakur's biggest weakness is choosing me to fight me. Yeah, I don't think he should. I think he made a mistake trying to fight me.
How so? Because you're dangerous?
I'm the best that there will ever be. I'm the best that there'll ever be. And I mean that.
Liam Goff predicts a Shakur Stevenson win, but highlights a potential dull pace. Shakur is technically skilled and sharp, but Teofimo Lopez might control the tempo with movement and energy. Fans could see a tactical chess match where Stevenson lands cleaner punches, while Lopez tries to assert dominance. The fight may lack knockdowns, but Stevenson's clever style could keep him ahead in the scoring and make Teofimo chase shadows throughout the rounds.
This fight, I think that there's the potential that we could end up with a Shakur Stevenson win, right? Which is what I'm thinking. I think he will win, but it could be one of them where we get to the end and maybe it's a 116, 112, 170, 111, and you've sat through the 12 rounds, because I'll be staying up, I'll be doing a watch along for this. You've sat through the 12 rounds and you've just thought, damn, did I stay up for this? That's my one fear, that this could just be a boxing match that's not going to be particularly compelling. There are boxing matches where we don't see knockdowns, we don't see either fighter noticeably hurt, but and I'm talking about Bivol Beterbiev, but the skill on display and the styles complement each other so well. Even if you're not seeing drama in a sense of, a guy getting hurt or a guy getting dropped, you can't take your eyes off it. The 12 rounds just go like that. I don't think we're going to get this. I think we're going to get a boxing match where Lopez may end up just circling around chasing Shakur Stevenson and chasing shadows for 12 rounds. I think we could be onto that now.
Eddie Hearn points out Shakur's focus and maturity, showing he is not distracted by Teofimo's antics. Stevenson stays engaged with preparation and strategy, while Lopez throws empty words around. Fans can see Shakur's mindset is disciplined and professional, highlighting the contrast between a focused contender and a flashy opponent who relies on hype over substance.
He's not really interested in the back and forth, so he'll deal with that after, and once we get tomorrow out of the way, we'll...
Frank Warren criticizes Teofimo's claims as ridiculous and disrespectful. Shakur's calmness under the pressure shows professionalism and poise. Fans notice that while Lopez throws wild statements, Stevenson remains steady, allowing Teofimo to dig his own hole. This moment reinforces Stevenson's ability to stay composed despite the drama and focus on his craft.
So it's outrageous that he's going to have to make an apology to everybody. And this moron...
Shakur fires back with sharp words, calling out Teofimo's bluster. Stevenson refuses to overreact, but clearly signals that Lopez's threats are empty. Fans witness Shakur's combination of confidence and restraint while exposing Teofimo's weakness. This is a verbal statement of intent that sets the tone for the upcoming clash, proving Stevenson's mental toughness is on point.
And all of these things that I was doing and accusing me of on cap, so truthfully, I don't got nothing to say about that dude. I think he's full of shit.
Teofimo confidently predicts a brutal win over Shakur, underestimating Stevenson's experience and composure. Fans can see Lopez's aggression and ego driving his statements, while Stevenson relies on skill and adaptability. The hype builds tension as Lopez's threats create a narrative Stevenson can exploit inside the ring, making it clear this fight is as much mental as physical.
Like this, and coming off the back of the Teofimo Lopez Loma fight, he lost the trajectory because life gets tough. You know, when these kids start all of a sudden making a load of money, getting a load of criticism, finding fame, like, it's not easy to deal with. Fighters should look at Shakur. He's always in camp. He's never out of shape. You'll never see him out drunk. You'll never see him out doing stupid things. No, and because the money is secondary. Legacy is principle.
Gary highlights that Teofimo Lopez may have more natural athleticism and power, but Stevenson's technical ability and ring intelligence set him apart. Shakur reads opponents quickly, anticipates punches, and controls range in ways that raw strength can't overcome. Fans will see Stevenson's skill and craft shine against Lopez's aggression. This analysis confirms that even against a naturally gifted fighter, Stevenson's precision, timing, and fight IQ make him the more dangerous and adaptable competitor inside the ring. Lopez may hit hard, but he can't outsmart a fighter like Stevenson.
Naturally, I think Teofimo Lopez is stronger than Shakur. Naturally, I think he has more athleticism than Shakur. And he got a good IQ on the sport itself. But Shakur, I feel like he's a more smarter fighter. He's a more technical fighter. You know, I'm not saying that he's a square or he's just a textbook fighter, but he's seasoned, he's poised. I feel like
Porter explains that Teofimo brings energy, speed, and relentless pressure, but Stevenson's technical boxing is underrated. Shakur may not come forward aggressively, but he neutralizes speed with precise timing, counters, and footwork. Fans will see a contrast between Lopez's explosive style and Stevenson's calculated approach. While Lopez relies on physical gifts, Stevenson uses brains, anticipation, and adaptability, proving that skill and ring IQ can level the playing field against pure athleticism. Teofimo's raw tools are impressive, but Stevenson's experience and craft make him a difficult target to overcome.
No, T.O.'s definitely in this fight. He's in it to win it. I think, we're talking pure boxing, yeah, Shakur, but we talk a dog, T.O. Yeah. And T.O.'s just as fast. There's speed and there's elite speed. T.O.'s got speed. Shakur's got elite speed. But that's not too far off, especially when you're not a come-forward fighter. Shakur's not a come-forward, step to you with my speed and hurt.
Tarver points out that Lopez's combination punching makes him dangerous and exciting to watch, but Stevenson's defensive skills and ring vision reduce that threat. Fans should expect Shakur to neutralize Lopez's bursts, slip punches, and counter with precision. Stevenson's experience in the center of the ring allows him to dictate exchanges while making Teofimo work for every clean shot. Even though Lopez is unpredictable and fast, Stevenson's control, anticipation, and tactical approach make him the smarter fighter and give him the upper hand in long-term strategy.
Teofimo, I believe, dangerous in this fight. He throws both hands in succession. He's a combination type puncher, and that always serves well if you got a real slick defensive fighter in there. If Shakur can show us a little bit of that, what he had in his last fight, a lot of that work in the center of the ring, it's going.
Keyshawn Davis praises Shakur's skill, physicality, and dominance, painting him as a complete boxer. Fans see the confidence behind the statements, and it highlights Stevenson's technical mastery and consistency. While Lopez may rely on raw power and hype, Stevenson's discipline, preparation, and skill set make him a formidable opponent. This underscores why Stevenson is considered elite in multiple facets of boxing, blending talent with strategy and proving he can control fights on his terms.
No, January 31st, me and Shakur is going to put on dominating performances. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we are the best in boxing, period. Skillfully, physically, any type you want, whatever you want to do, however you want to call it. I feel like we're the best in boxing, me and Shakur, period. And next week we're gonna show.
Chisora analyzes Teofimo's stamina and persistence, noting his increasing intensity through the rounds. While impressive, this approach can be outmaneuvered by Stevenson's precision and ring intelligence. Fans can see that Shakur doesn't rely on brute force but uses skill, angles, and timing to counter Teofimo's relentless work rate. Lopez may wear down opponents, but Stevenson's patience, awareness, and craft allow him to avoid traps, score cleanly, and maintain control even under sustained pressure.
The way he beats you is fitness. He starts off slowly and going in, and it gets harder and harder and harder. By the time it's round 6, you think you're around 10, but you're only around 6. You know, so you have to be fit, and he keeps chucking.
Ben Whitaker explains that while Teofimo Lopez brings athleticism, unique angles, and unpredictability to the ring, Shakur Stevenson's ability to control pace and distance makes him the more intelligent fighter. Fans can expect Stevenson to dictate exchanges, minimize Lopez's power shots, and frustrate him with timing and counterpunching. Teofimo may attempt flashy combinations and aggressive attacks, but Shakur's ring IQ, patience, and defensive awareness allow him to neutralize those threats while landing precise counters. The contrast between Lopez's raw tools and Stevenson's calculated style makes this clash as much a mental battle as a physical one, and Stevenson's composure could turn the fight in his favor even against explosive offense.
Teofimo, he's funny, he's got character, but he's a great fighter. He's very athletic. He comes from awkward angles, and I do like his style. But I study boxing, I watch boxing, and I do like Shakur's style. The way he breaks his opponents down, he slows it down to his pace. He's got good distance. If you got to pick someone, I'm going Shakur, but it's a great.
Fabio Wardley emphasizes Shakur's technical precision and consistency, noting that his style is clean, efficient, and hard to counter. While Teofimo Lopez brings power and unpredictability, Stevenson's disciplined approach and flawless fundamentals make him extremely difficult to beat. Fans will notice that Shakur rarely overextends, reads opponents perfectly, and capitalizes on mistakes, forcing fighters like Lopez into uncomfortable positions. Wardley's assessment underscores that while Lopez has the tools to threaten, Stevenson's preparation, timing, and skill allow him to dominate exchanges, maintain composure under pressure, and make calculated decisions, showing why he is favored by analysts and respected by fellow fighters.
Well, I think I will go with Stevenson. Skills-wise and just how clean he's been as of late, I think it's hard to bet against him, and that's not to take anything away from Teofimo. Great fighter, but I just think Shakur is just too clean at the moment.
Malik Scott explains that Teofimo Lopez's explosiveness and speed are undeniable, but Shakur Stevenson's mastery of fundamentals and technical craft outweighs raw athleticism. Fans will see that Stevenson's timing, distance control, and defensive awareness force Lopez into mistakes he cannot afford. Teofimo may overcommit in his aggression, opening opportunities for Stevenson's counters. Stevenson's experience allows him to adapt to Lopez's pace, neutralize his bursts, and exploit gaps in his offense. Scott highlights that a single lapse from Lopez could change the fight, whereas Stevenson's composure and ring IQ consistently give him the edge. This sets up a clash where raw power meets polished skill, and Stevenson's technical brilliance could prevail over Lopez's impulsive aggression.
I have Shakur winning. I think Teo, concerning explosiveness, he get it. Rapid speed, he get it. But I think when it comes to the craft and fundamentals, you have to go with Shakur. To me, he's a lot more seasoned. And plus, I just believe Teofimo, he makes mistakes to me you just can't make when you're fighting Shakur. You can't be over.
Emiliano Vargas predicts a close fight that could go the distance, highlighting that the outcome depends on execution and focus. Fans will recognize that while Teofimo has knockout potential, Shakur Stevenson's discipline, timing, and skill make him a constant threat. Stevenson's ability to adapt, control distance, and pick moments to strike increases his chance of a decision victory. Lopez may attempt to impose his power, but Stevenson's calm, methodical approach, combined with precision counters, ensures he can manage the rounds and frustrate Teofimo. This fight may hinge on who imposes their style effectively, yet Stevenson's preparation, patience, and intelligent boxing give him a solid advantage over Lopez's volatility and aggression.
I think it would go the distance. I can see a decision for Shakur. I can see a decision for Teofimo. It just depends on you know, how if Shakur wants to fight or not, how the judges are gonna score it. You know, so it just depends on which fighter shows up for each of them.
The stakes in this fight could not be higher as Shakur Stevenson faces Teofimo Lopez in what promises to be one of the most intriguing bouts of the year. Fans are not just watching for a win, they are watching to see if Stevenson can continue his rise and prove that skill and intelligence beat raw power and aggression every time Stevenson has shown patience, discipline, and an ability to adapt mid-fight, while Lopez relies on explosiveness and physical gifts which can be inconsistent under pressure. Analysts and fans alike are weighing who will show up, with Lopez needing to impose his style and take risks to keep pace, while Stevenson can dictate the rounds, control distance, and force Lopez into mistakes. Shakur's ring IQ, timing, and defense make him a very difficult target, but if Lopez manages to land clean power shots, the fight could swing unexpectedly. In the end, this fight is as much mental as physical, and fans will want to see who wants it more and who is prepared to perfection. Make your predictions in the comments and tell us who you believe will come out on top.